At long last, we are back with the Notre Dame Anti-Dynasty. My apologies for once again going way too long without basically any communication. So we're going to start off with Clemson today, our first triple header episode. We got Dabo's Tigers hosting Notre Dame. The Irish are still yet to win a game while ranked in the top 10, and right now Mr. Adams is going to get up a good gain. Now Clemson, that's a really slow drive. I mean, these two plays right here, those are explosive as it gets, but they end with a field goal. 3rd and 11, and that's a good start for the Irish. They drive their way down the field, and then Tyler Buchner is just going to run it himself, and he scores into the Tiger Paw in that Clemson end zone. So, second quarter, we're going to go by these a little bit faster. Hand off to Adams again, and he finds another good hole. The O-line for Clemson, really good. 1st and goal right here. Very traditional play call, and it works to perfection. So Clemson retakes the lead. Very good for them. Notre Dame, very next drive, very first play, I believe, and Buchner avoids a tackle. He's just running, and he took a big hit, but that's still a good gain. 3rd down. Can they convert? Yes, and then some. Wide open touchdown for Jaden Thomas, and Notre Dame retakes the lead. Buchner still hasn't missed a pass. Very first play for Clemson. Gets it to Stellato, and bam! Just juke that guy out of his mind in a foot race down the field, past the 20, past the 10, just at the 4-yard line, gets tackled. 3rd down and goal. Cade Klubnik is going to find his man Adam Randall for another Clemson touchdown, and the Tigers are going to enter the second half. I don't think they get the ball to start off the second half, but they do have the lead, something that we rarely see nowadays against Notre Dame. A halftime lead. Normally, Notre Dame's losses come with big comebacks right at the end. So the Irish start with the ball, 3rd down and 2, but Jabron Payne is met in the backfield. Nothing he could do about that, just a terrible play call. Clemson has a 4th down of their own, but they convert because they ain't no wimps. Also, they had 5 yards less to go. 1st down, Cade Klubnik launches it downfield, and that is a catch and touchdown for Stellato. Winning a one-on-one against Notre Dame, just CPUs, is incredibly rare in this dynasty. Very shocking. And then Buchner fumbles that one away. Smith picks it up, and he gets decked. Who in the world decks an offensive lineman like that? Big thumbs up to that. Now Clemson going back to the ground. Cade Klubnik got some blocks. If that one right there on the edge had held up just a moment longer, would have been a touchdown. Still, not so bad. Klubnik rolls out, gets his man Taylor, and he tried to make the guy miss, didn't, and then broke the tackle. Gets inside the 5-yard line, and then on 2nd down and goal, Klubnik keeps, and an easy touchdown right on that orange S. And this, oh, look at that. They have a cannon. I thought Air Force was the only one who had a cannon. Oh well. Here's a studio update. Ha! Number 5 Miami, who is on Notre Dame's schedule for later this episode, lost at home by 31 to Florida Atlantic. So, if you ever feel bad, just remember that, alright? Okay, so Notre Dame is just running damage control at this point, and Buchner slings it, gets his man, and he's gone. Well, that's unfortunate. I was hoping for a 3, maybe 4-score victory for Clemson. That would really help, but that's all that there would be. So Clemson gets the victory. Notre Dame still hasn't won a game as a top 10 team as they fall by 10 here in Death Valley. Now Buchner and Jabron Payne both threw passes, and they were perfect on the day. Not a single incompletion, and Buchner had 52 yards to boot with a touchdown. Imagine putting that up and not winning. Sheesh. Well, Clemson outclassed Notre Dame. Absolutely and totally. And so that will leave us with a wheel spin. 2, actually. And that'll be running back ability going down and also tackling going down for me, the user. And here is proof that I am in fact doing those. So now we get North Carolina. And since Notre Dame is no longer a top 10 team, they can actually win this game. North Carolina, solid team though, not to be trifled with. In their one game, they were really good, probably against a bad opponent. So here out come the Irish, their home opener of the year, after a neutral site and an away game. So 3rd down and 5, very early on. Buchner throws. It's caught by Chaz Wesley. good play to start. 3rd down and 8. They need to get out of those downs. They seem to have more success, but Jake Dawson gets caught there. So, 3rd down and 18 for North Carolina, and Drake May will drop that dime right there to Sobel. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. So, 1st down and goal, Drake May will run for it, loses the ball, and it's picked up by Notre Dame. I cannot stress how much of a momentum killer that is. Like, North Carolina had everything going for them, and Notre Dame just pulled out something great. They don't do anything, very conservative down here, but they did not take a safety. So, North Carolina, next drive, Blackwell, good play. Those stepbacks don't always work. So, 1st down and 10, May throws, picked. His elbow landed out of bounds though, so I go to challenge, and they don't let me challenge whether or not it was a pick. Only the spot of the ball, so Notre Dame gets the ball, and they promptly do nothing with it. So, North Carolina gets the ball, 3rd down and 12, and they throw another interception. This one to Barnes. So, 3 interceptions in the first half. Not entirely unusual. And now Buckner, he finds some room, lots of green ahead, and eventually he will get knocked out of bounds inside the 20. Red zone visit for the first time for Notre Dame. That's a wide open Eli Reardon. And now they just need a couple more yards. And Buckner will keep, and he finds his way to that end zone. Sometimes it amazes me how he makes his way through that maze. It seems like there should be someone, but no. North Carolina, on the other hand, instead of doing anything on offense, will just do that. So, yeah, that's going to end the first half. North Carolina has all the potential in the world to do serious damage to Notre Dame, but they keep on turning the ball over. That's literally all it is. Notre Dame should not be in the lead by any stretch of the imagination. So North Carolina, they get the ball to start the second half, and they get a 1st down. Good play into Irish territory. Can they keep it up? It's 3rd down and 12. Don't take a sack, and it's caught. There you go. Jason Sowell gets the catch. 1st and 10. Drake May gets it out before the sack. Great throw inside the 10. Now will they fumble this time? May keeps, and he dives into the end zone. No turnovers. North Carolina ties the game at 7, just over halfway through the 3rd quarter. Buckner and the Irish trying to maintain that momentum they had at the end of the first, and Reardon starts them off good with 14 yards. Now the down is Pye, 3rd and 14. Buckner slings it, got it. Oh, that hurts for any defense. 1st and goal. They're still going to throw, and it's Chaz Wesley this time, and the Irish respond. Their offense seems to have hit some sort of stride. 4th quarter now, and it's a pick. Is that really a surprise? And that's pretty bad, because Notre Dame is already in field goal range. They are held to a field goal. 2-score game, 4.5 to go. Not impossible to come back from. Unless you throw interceptions like that all the time. Okay, again in field goal range, but again, held to just a field goal. So, it's still a 2-score game, still technically possible to come back. Now, North Carolina finally decides not to throw an interception in the first couple plays of the drive. 3rd down and 1, another catch to Paysour. He tried something, didn't quite work. Down is Pye. What do? He finds Blackwell, 1st down, couldn't get out of bounds though. 3rd and 2, a minute and a half to go. To the right, caught by Hampton, who goes into the end zone. So North Carolina does what they need on offense. But for the onside, just not happening. It rarely works, as is, so not really a surprise. But if they can hold off Notre Dame, they'll get it. But the Irish are throwing. It's caught by Wayne Perry, and he fights his way across the 1st down marker. The guy says it all. Notre Dame wins by 6 points. And they do not deserve this win. Not by any stretch of the imagination do they deserve that win. I mean, Buckner played good, but again, his high completion percentage has a low yardage total. Not a lot on the ground. The real story was Eric Grimes, who picked up 3 of the team's 7 sacks on the day. And then interceptions, 2 for Ben Harper, 2 for William Barnes, and those made all the difference. Look at those stats. Rushing yards aside, and turnovers aside, North Carolina just dominated. They had more yards. They had more than double of Notre Dame's yards. Total. That just sucks. Alright, so now we got Miami. And, yeah, we got Miami. The same team that lost by 31 to FAU at home. So here's a quick summary you'll see in the first 2 plays. So, Miami gets the sack. They get a stop. That's great. What do? They throw a pick. And if you've watched this series for any length of time, you'll know exactly what that means. It means that Notre Dame is right here going to get the ball to Wayne Perry, and he's going to score a touchdown. And if you've seen the series, you know exactly how this game is going to go. Miami will be so inept at offense, they can't even kick a field goal. The kick was short. Now Notre Dame will put on their punter, and he's going to kick this one, and look at this. Mwah. Beautiful. Pins him at the 1. That leads to a safety. I mean, that was just perfect. Perfect for Notre Dame. They get the ball back. Tyler Buchner over the middle. Wide open to Raridon. So now Miami, 4th down and goal, decides not to block. They needed points, and they decided not to block and let their quarterback get sacked. Nothing you could do as a QB. So 16-0 is the halftime score. The great Miami Hurricanes have done nothing offensively. Second half, they'll at least try, I think. 3rd and 18, Garcia launches, and it's picked. Nice. Very nice. Notre Dame hands off to Wayne Perry, and would you look at that, it's his 2nd rushing touchdown of the day. It worked once, why not try it again? 2nd and 9, Miami actually driving down the field, and look at this. They get a score. They get into the end zone. So they're not the worst offense ever, but their defense is definitely subpar. Fullback gets a touchdown that time. Oh yeah, Miami even failed the 2-point conversion last time. And now they'll hand it off. They get another touchdown. Now that it's desperation mode, they suddenly remember that they can actually play offense. They get the 2, but nothing else. And thankfully, this game ends before there was really any investment in it at all. It was never close. A 16-point game, saying that it's a 2-score game really feels like a betrayal of how lopsided it was. I mean, really. Buchner, 10 for 12, 146. Good day on the ground as well. Defense was solid. Another 8 sacks, 5 by Tyson Ford. And Miami, just terrible. 2nd consecutive game that Notre Dame held their opponent to negative rush yards, though. So there's something. All right. Next game, Notre Dame at Florida State. Hopefully I'll get that out next week. Hopefully. I hope to see you there. But until then, make sure to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and have a nice day.